Joining us now, Wall Street Journal columnist, Manhattan Institute senior fellow, Fox News contributor, Jason Riley. Jason, let's start with Trump staying on message, attacking Hillary Clinton for her lack of ethics, the cesspool that is the Clinton Foundation. It's on its face.
Yes.
Why is this not? Why aren't the leaders of the Republican Party helping Trump point straight at the foundation and her?
This is about Trump and Trump's ability to stay on message. Right now, he's in a groove. He's on message. Let's see if he can stay on message. And when he does, I think it helps him because he's winning on a lot of the issues, whether it's the economy, who can best protect the country, and so forth. So if he can stay on message, take advantage of this drip, drip, drip of the Clinton Foundation scandals, the email scandals, and so forth, and keep the focus on the issues and on his opponent and not on himself, I think he'll be fine, Lou.
Is it a distraction to turn to the issue of immigration in the midst of all of this? Do you think he could have waited?
Someone was whispering in his ear that he needed to change his tone on that. Someone decided he needed to pivot somewhat on that, and I assume that's why he did it. It's been the centerpiece of his campaign, and I don't think there's a real downside to it, Lou. I think the people who are voting for Trump based on immigration he's not going to lose them. I think there's only an upside to doing this.
And the fact is that as a non-politician, adapting, it's a very fine line he's walking, adapting to new circumstances and influences.
But that's what you do.
Well,
I mean, you run in the primaries. You run in the primaries typically to the right, or if you're a Democrat, to the left, and then in the general election, you start to come back to the middle.
Why aren't Paul Ryan and Mitch McConnell vigorously out there as well?
Well, I think they're looking at the numbers in the Congress, frankly, the Senate seats that are up, the House seats that are up, and they want to preserve their fiefdoms there. They're looking out for their members.
Do these people not understand that they're going to hang with, either separately or together?
Well, it depends. It looks like it depends on the race. If you're in Ohio, you might be in a different circumstance than if you're in Pennsylvania or Wisconsin. And I think that's what a lot of these officials who are up for election are looking at. They're trying to localize the race, and that's what you see.
These are the same geniuses who were bailed out by the Tea Party in 2010, and the same geniuses who've lost 2 presidential elections in a row. Is that the same? We're talking about the same people?
And there's also such a thing as split-ticket voting, and there was quite a bit of it done in this country. There is a history of that happening in this country, and some people are predicting that. No, it's not recent history. It's back in the 90s.
Yeah, and we moved on.
We'll see. Well,
I want to turn to, if we can, Hillary Clinton and the scandal at the Clinton Foundation. We find out the Associated Press, with a brilliant report, had to wait 3 years because the State Department wouldn't break the calendar.
And that's what makes me wonder why this isn't more of an Obama administration scandal. John Kerry runs the State Department now. He's been in charge over these years. He's the one who's been doing the stonewalling, or people working under him. And so, for some reason, the press has given the Obama administration a pass on these issues. We complain about the press not going after Hillary hard enough. What about going after the Obama administration? This all happened on their watch.
All on their watch, and there's one common theme here. They're all, whether Obama or whether Clinton, they're all within the purview of the State Department, which seems to be a fiefdom which she has considerable influence over. I want to ask you this. Kellyanne Conway, the first woman to lead a Republican presidential campaign, she says that there are shy voters, undercover voters, who will make the difference in this election for Donald Trump, irrespective of the polls. What do you think?
Well, I think, in my experience of covering politics, if you're complaining about the polls, your guy's probably losing. And when Trump was up in the polls, he cited them constantly. He couldn't speak 2 or 3 sentences without telling you how well he was doing in the polls, Lou. We all heard it. I'm winning in the polls. That's what he would say constantly. Now that the polls show something different, pollsters are weighting things wrongly. People are hiding their real beliefs. I think it's a sign that their guy is down.
All right. Jason Riley, always with great insight and perspective. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.